Let me ask you something real. Have you ever met a woman, and within minutes, it felt easy, natural, like the conversation just flowed? And then other times, you say all the right things. You're polite, respectful, even funny. Yet she pulls away. No spark. No connection. Here's the truth most people won't tell you. Connection has almost nothing to do with what you say. It's not about pickup lines. It's not about looks. It's not about money. The quickest way to connect with a new woman is something deeper, simpler, and far more powerful. And once you understand it, your conversations will never feel forced again. Part 1. Why most men struggle to connect. Most men believe connection is something you create by saying the right thing. So they prepare lines, jokes, stories, and questions. They try to be interesting. They try to impress. And that effort is exactly why the connection dies before it starts. When you meet a woman and your focus is on getting a result, her number, her attention, her validation, your nervous system shifts into performance mode. You may not notice it, but she does. Your body language tightens. Your voice speeds up. You start filling silence because you're afraid of losing momentum. Women don't respond to words first. They respond to emotional safety. Connection isn't logical. It's physiological. Before a woman decides whether she likes you, her body decides whether she feels safe, relaxed, and open around you. If you're anxious, she feels pressure. If you're calm, she relaxes. This is why two men can say the same thing and get completely different reactions. The quickest way to connect isn't talking more, it's removing tension. Most men unknowingly bring tension into interactions by trying to move things forward. They want progress. They want reassurance. They want signs it's working. But connection happens when there's no urgency. Here's the shift. Instead of thinking, how do I make her like me? Think, how do I stay present and grounded right here? When you stop trying to impress, something powerful happens. Your energy settles. You speak slower. You listen better. You stop chasing reactions. And that calm presence is rare. Connection begins the moment she feels she doesn't have to perform around you. Part 2. What women actually connect to. Women don't connect to your achievements, your plans, or your opinions. They connect to how you experience yourself. Your emotional state sets the tone of the interaction. If you're relaxed, she relaxes. If you're tense, she becomes guarded. If you're fully present, she feels seen. This is why confidence isn't loud. It's quiet. A man who is comfortable in silence communicates something powerful without saying a word. I'm okay with myself. And that's attractive. Most men talk too much because they're trying to prove value. But value isn't proven, it's felt. The fastest way to make a woman feel connected to you is to stop trying to fill every moment. Let pauses exist. Let her finish her thoughts. Let conversations breathe. Connection deepens when she feels heard, not entertained. Instead of asking question after question, listen for meaning. Pay attention to how she talks, not just what she says. Her tone, her pace, her expressions, those reveal more than words. When you respond, don't jump ahead. Reflect what you noticed. Not, that's interesting, but you seem really calm when you talk about that. That shows awareness. Women open up to men who notice them, not men who talk about themselves endlessly. Presence beats performance every time. Part 3. The fastest way to build emotional connection. The fastest connection happens when you stop trying to control the interaction. Most men are mentally ahead of the moment, thinking about where it's going instead of where it is. That creates subtle pressure. Instead, lead emotionally by meeting her where she is. If she's reserved, don't push energy. If she's playful, don't shut it down. If she's serious, don't try to force humor. Connection grows when a woman feels understood without being analyzed. One powerful habit: comment on experience, not identity. Instead of labeling her, describe the moment. For example, this feels easy. You seem comfortable right now. There's no rush here. These statements lower defenses and create safety. Another key: don't rush intimacy, emotional or physical. Speed creates suspicion. Calm creates trust. When you slow your speech and movements, you signal self-control. That tells her you're grounded, not needy, not reactive. The quickest way to connect is to remove the need for an outcome. When you're okay whether it goes somewhere or not, you become attractive. Paradoxically, letting go of the result brings the result closer. Part 4. What breaks connection instantly? Connection breaks when a man starts seeking reassurance. Over-explaining. Justifying himself. apologizing for who he is, trying to win approval. These behaviors communicate insecurity, even if unintentionally. Another connection killer is oversharing too soon. Depth isn't about revealing everything. It's about revealing at the right time. True confidence is knowing you don't have to unload your entire story to be understood. Let curiosity build naturally. Also, avoid reacting emotionally to small shifts. If she pulls back slightly, don't chase. Stay steady. Emotional stability is attractive because it signals maturity. Connection requires emotional leadership, not dominance, not control, but calm consistency. When you don't get thrown off balance, she feels safe leaning in. Part 5. The quickest way to connect, summed up. The quickest way to connect with new women isn't a technique. It's a state. Connection happens when you stop trying to get something and start offering presence. Be grounded. Be curious. Be calm. Be emotionally available without expectation. When a woman feels safe, seen, and unpressured, connection happens naturally. You don't force it. You don't chase it. You allow it. And when you master that, conversations stop feeling like work and start feeling like flow. That's real connection. Closing. At the end of the day, connection isn't something you chase. It's something you allow. The men who struggle the most with women are usually good men, but they're trying too hard. They're looking for signs, reassurance, proof that they're enough. The moment you stop needing those things, everything changes. When you're comfortable in yourself, women feel it. When you're present, they open up. When you're not trying to take something from the moment, connection naturally forms. This isn't about tricks or manipulation. It's about becoming a man who is emotionally grounded, calm, and self-aware. And that kind of man doesn't need to convince anyone of his value. If you found this useful, take it with you into your next conversation, not as a script, but as a mindset. Slow down. Stay present. Let the interaction be what it is. Connection isn't forced. It's felt. If this video helped you see things differently, leave a like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. I read them all. This is Stickman Influence. See you in the next video.